You know, this is MMA. Like, we knew for sure he's dangerous with striking and kicks. We knew that. But we knew he wasn't going to be as much of a match on jiu-jitsu and his wrestling. You know, when there's guys in this division that are good at striking, good at kicks, good at wrestling, good at jiu-jitsu, good at judo, good at all kinds of different stuff. You know, I want to test my mixed martial arts ability against other top mixed martial artists.
Did this win mean anything more to you after all the health stuff that you went through this year since your last fight?
I'm still here and I'm kicking, baby.
I love it. And what do you think's next for you? I mean, this win's still fresh. Are you trying to get in another fight? It looks like they're booked. You know, the main events are booked. You would probably be a main eventer. You think early next year would be the time for you?
Yeah, that's fine. So hunting season's over with. Let me get back to my tree stand. Got some deer to slay, baby. February 15th, the last day of Jersey season. Call me all you want after that. But the rut is hot, and I'm ready to go get me some.
Is there anybody that is in your mind that you're like, hey, this is the fight I want next?
Phil Davis and Nemkov, the two fighting for the belt. That's why I see they fighting. I want the winner. There's no reason why I shouldn't get it. Bader's going to heavyweight to defend his belt. So if he was saying at 205, I would fight him. But he's gone. Deola just lost, so why would I fight a loser? I want somebody winning.
And it seems like you said, Nemkov and Davis will probably be the fight. If those two fight, who do you think wins that one?
Well, we already seen Nemkov beat him once, so I think he just got better. He's going to do the same thing. So technically, I want Nemkov. But if Phil wins, I want Phil. You know, I want the belt. I want that belt on my wall. I've been dreaming about it. I want a belt over my TV. When I wake up in the morning, every day I see it. I did that. That's what I need.
And last one for me. This is your first Bellator experience. Now that you've gone through your first fight week, safe to say that you think you made the right choice?
I knew I made the right choice when I signed the paper. You know, like I said in other interviews, it's just hard for me to get that fixation I had engraved in my head, the three letters, UFC. Those three letters engraved in my head. So the fact when I signed that contract and went somewhere else, it was hard for me to erase that off the wall because I've been there for 7 years. But I knew right there. I told my wife, I told everybody, it makes no sense. This is the way better deal. This is a no-brainer. There's no reason why we should even think about this. But every time I go to sleep, I close my eyes. And for 7 years, you think about one thing. After a couple of good sleeps, it was gone. Them numbers started popping up like, oh, wait, what 3 numbers? I'm looking at 6 numbers now. So that's what made more sense to me. And now here we are, and I'm happy to be here.
Great. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, our next question comes from the line of Jay Anderson. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, Corey, congrats on the win. Just 2 for me. First of all, was the win tonight, you just kind of touched on it, but was it cathartic in any way, just in the sense of closing the door on that old chapter and starting fresh here?
The biggest thing for me, like I talked to my wife today, and everybody keep asking interviews, you got any pressure? I feel like it's pressure because you're coming from UFC to Bellator. You got pressure because you rank number 5 in the world going against somebody that's not. Like I told my wife, I didn't feel any pressure there. The only pressure was on myself was coming after getting knocked out in the main event. You know, knowing I had another main event coming up. I told Nicotone this week, I have to win a main event. I've had 2 main events. I've got knocked out in the first round of both. I have to make that wrong right. So the biggest thing for me was knowing that I can perform in the main event, that don't let that pressure get to me, and I can perform the way I need to, and I'm still here. You know, I'm not done. I'm ready to keep going. I've still got the passion, my heart, my drive. The fire is hot, and it's going at full burst, baby. I'm just ready to keep going to the top.
Was it bittersweet not to have the fans here tonight for your big performance?
I think I loved it. To me, like I said, just like being in sparring. Like my coach says, just like the gym. Everything they said, I can hear. If you guys heard me, I think it was second or in the first or beginning second when I took him down, I could hear my coach saying, but I couldn't make out what they're saying. And that's what I do in sparring. I tell coach, I do this. And say, I can't hear you, coach. That means speak louder. And the fact that I can do that, he heard me and he spoke louder and I heard him loud and clear. I love it because when you got crowds, it's hard to speculate what he's saying. Sometimes they're saying stuff and it come out like a muffle. Like playing a game telephone. You tell one person, next person, by the time it gets to you, it's completely different. Sometimes that's what it sounds like when you got all the crowd screaming and your coach is calling. You mix up the words and do the wrong thing, and it can cost you.
Sean, go ahead.
Corey, congratulations on the big win. Earlier, you just mentioned 2 checks. What were you referring to?
My show money and my win money. There's 2 checks when you fight. You lose, you get 1. You only get half. Chop me off at the waist. You go home sad face. Don't put that emoji on me. Give me a big old smile, baby, because I'm laughing and happy.
And also talk about, UFC. They were asking you about social media presence and all these extras. Are you just happy to go to a promotion that is going to treat you right? And, we can take care of that stuff later, but they'll actually put you on the right platform, on the right, track to become a world champion.
100%. When I got in the sport, one of the first people I've met and knew was Matt Hughes. When he talked to us, he used to come to our team. Lincoln College, wearing the hat now, Links for Life. He used to come to us all the time. Wrestling is just like fighting. You go in there, you beat the guy in front of you, you get their spot. You move forward. That's why we got wrestle-offs. That's why you compete one-on-one to prove who's the best. But as for when I was over there, I was beating the best, and they kept putting me way down at the bottom. I beat number 3 and number 4. And they ranked me 10 and 9. It made no sense. Then I talked to them. They said, well, your social media, the needle doesn't move. That doesn't make sense. As I come here, there's no rankings. As you perform, you move up. You beat that person, you get their spot. You go out there and show your worth, we're going to give you your worth. And that's why I'm happy to be here. I don't have to worry about the politics. I don't have to worry about, well, I'll beat him. Yeah, well, this guy has a lot of fans, so we're going to give him a title fight. Don't have to worry about that. It's about who makes sense, who earned it, who beat who. You're going to get your chance. Go prove it. You lose, go to the back of the bus and start over. If you win, you keep going forward.
Santiago.
Hi, Corey. Greetings from Amsterdam and congratulations on a beautiful performance. I saw a lot of respect between you and Melvin after the fight. Do you appreciate it that a combat sports legend like Melvin Manu wanted to fight you in your own country?
100%. You know, I mean, this is mixed martial arts. You know, any martial art, it's all about respect, sportsmanship. Shake hands, congratulate, win or lose. Good game, good game. Thank you for competing, good game. And the same thing with MMA. You might have beef, you might have feuds. When it's all over, it's all respect. You share that cage with another man or woman, if it's 2 women, and you have a mutual respect. The best man doesn't always win, but the one who got his hand raised, you congratulate him and you move on. And the fact that Melvin has the history he has in combat sports, I was going out there and do that performance against somebody like that, where people are going to look at him because it's Melvin Manhoop. He's a legend. And I went out there and did that, so that I pay him respect for that. And at the same time, that respect comes back to me from his fans and the people that follow him. So it's your give and take game. You give respect, you get respect.
Enjoy the victory, sir.
Thank you.
Jonah, go ahead.
Hi, Corey. Congratulations on a great performance. I do want to bring the mood down a little bit, though. Melvin is, of course, a legend. He's, of course, someone who's been in there with some great fighters. But his last fight, Yannick Bahati, over a year ago, I mean, he's not fighting guys like you. He's not fighting guys at the top of the division. When you look at this fight back in a couple of days, are you going to feel in any way kind of guilty about having to go in there and do what you just did to him?
No, he's a grown man. He signed a contract just like I did. He knew what he was stepping into. Same thing I told my father. I know the risk every time I step in the cage. That's what we signed up for. As for he did, like they say, he's going to die on his shield or either go in or out. What you know the saying? Live by the sword, die by the sword. And he came in on his shield, but he's going out on it, you know?
Do you think Vadim Nemkov has ever fought anyone like you before?
No, I know he hasn't. You know, he fought Liam McGeary, who has good striking. He fought Phil Davis, but Phil Davis wrestling's a little different for me. You know, if you follow Phil Davis with his wrestling career, he was more of a top game guy. You know, he beat guys, put his legs, he was long. He used his length to score back points and stuff like that. But his takedowns were never really that sufficient. As for a guy like me, anybody I fight, anybody I train with, they're going to tell you these takedowns are coming. And when I believe I'm on the best day, I'm going to get you down. If I touch your legs, you're going. And I know I can get to his legs. I know I can get him down. And then once I get him down, the rest is history.
We'll take 1 or 2 more. Simon.
Hey, Corey, congrats on the win. I see we stuck with the beard for this debut here, but what I really want to talk about here is the relationship with your coach, Coach Mark Henry. So talk to me a little bit how special that is for you.
Man, that's one of the most special things you can have in martial arts that I had. You know, to have somebody like Mark Henry starting the Ultimate Fighter. Literally, you asked any of the commission and stuff that was back there. Never met him before in my life. They just put us in the locker room. It was 16 guys and 3 coaches. And I was the last guy to fight. And I remember telling him, like, Coach, I need to warm up. I like going hard. I need somebody to warm up with me early. And he came to me. He gave me, like, a whole game plan. It's like, I don't know if you know any of this stuff, but I want you to try this, and try that. And everything he called, I did it. And even the commission, everybody was like, man, you don't even know this kid. This kid listens so well. And from that day, me and Mark Henry have been like this. You know, after the Ultimate Fighter, he hit me up when I got off the plane. Like, man, I love working with you. I only had 3 fights. He said, you've grown so much in that 6 weeks. If you come to Jersey, if you want to come to Jersey and finish your camp here, man, we can make strides. And I went there and I never left. And me and Mark would do mitts, then we go to the movies. He invited me to the house. We watch football, come over on Sunday dinner. I was 16 hours away from home, but every weekend he would call me to make sure I wasn't alone on the weekend. Let me come over his house, hang out with his family, go to dinners with his in-laws and stuff like that. So it's more than a coach-athlete relationship. It's like family. On the holidays, the whole team gets together at Mark Henry's house. He has a pizzeria. We all go to the pizzeria. We make pizzas. We do barbecues and stuff like that. So when I get in the cage and have Mark in my corner, that's big for me. It's like performing in front of my father in a way because what he's done for me in this sport, I wouldn't be here without him.
Last question, Keith.
All right. It's Keith Shield from Sure Dog. Corey, first of all, congratulations on the victory. You looked incredible tonight.
Thank you.
I know they said last question. I'm going to try to squeeze in 2 quick ones, I promise. Corey, are you surprised that you got matched up against Melvin based on how highly ranked you are and that you didn't get an immediate title shot?
I mean, like I said, when I came, I didn't expect to get an immediate title shot because I lost my last fight. How can I get knocked out in the main event and then come in and say, well, I want a title shot. I deserve it. I'm ranked top in the world. That makes no sense. You lost. If I went out there with attitude, that's being a sore loser. I lost. I got to earn my way back. And that was fine. I told my manager, like, if I get a title fight next, or I get whatever fight, we're getting paid our worth, so we can't complain. Give me a contract, whoever it is. Let's do it. And this dude came across the table, and I signed.
Fair enough. I promise. Last question. You said you want to take on the winner of Nemkov and Davis. Are you willing just to sit out, or are you willing to take another fight if they offer it to you?
I mean, we'll see what happens. I talk to my manager before I make any calls, any decisions. Talk to my team. But like I said, it's hunting season. And I'm a big hunter. I got an outdoors hunting show, and I need to be in the woods to make that money as well. So season's over with in February. If they can wait till then that's fine. If not, I got to do what I got to do to support for my family.
Thanks, Corey. Congrats.
Thank you.